Welcome to the Lori Gall Show. Did you know that identity theft occurs every 2 seconds? This form of fraud is no stranger to credit unions as we store members' personal and financial data. It's time to take a stand and combat identity theft with our most powerful resources. Today, I'm joined by Matt Kalina, CEO of IDT 911, a leader in identity theft protection. Matt, thank you for joining me.
Oh, it's great to be here, Lori.
So tell me about IDT 911.
Well, it's been a great journey so far. We've been in business since 2003, and really what we do is we deliver expert solutions to the insurance companies, banks, and especially credit unions that we work with that really combat the growing risks of fraud and data breaches in the country today.
And what resources do you provide for credit unions to fight identity theft?
Well, our solutions break down into 3 key areas. We offer education and awareness and guidance for consumers around these emerging risks. We offer response services whenever there's a problem. And we also offer tools that help them early detect fraud and fraud issues so they really can get a leg up. One of the biggest issues that we face today is consumers spend so much time not knowing what occurred. And by the time they find out, things have gotten really bad. It's snowballed into a much worse situation.
And what are the biggest challenges that credit unions are facing?
Really what it comes down to is identity theft has grown from a simple account takeover type fraud where one card is impacted to a situation where data breaches have become the news of the day, and data breaches are happening so frequently that the average consumer's information is exposed and their personal, most sensitive information that thieves can really make hay with. And so what we're finding is because of that, the complexity of fraud has changed. And so there's all new types of fraud that we're seeing, medical identity theft, employment fraud, even criminal fraud. But the fastest growing type of fraud we see today is tax fraud, where people are simply just intercepting your tax return before you get it, or they're filing taxes with your name. And so by the time you file yours gets rejected. And so that is the most significant type of fraud that we're seeing and really the biggest volume.
Okay, thank you. When we come back, we'll talk about how credit unions can protect themselves and their members from identity theft.
Watching FineAction is the easiest and quickest way to learn about your corporate. In addition to producing videos for our own use, we can also help you with your video projects. To see what we can do, visit our FineAction channel on Vimeo or YouTube and check out some of our videos and shows. If you like what you see and are interested in utilizing our video production services, contact your corporate account manager. FineAction. Inform, educate, entertain.
Welcome back. So what are some actions credit unions can take to protect their members from identity theft?
Well, really, there's no silver bullet for solving identity theft for members. What happens with identity theft, it happens in so many different ways. Data breaches can happen in so many different ways that what we advise is that there's a top to bottom approach to it, that everybody in the organization is involved in really understanding the evolution of data breaches, identity theft, all the new risks that are out there, and then passing on that education to the members themselves. We look at it as kind of an educational marketing program that can really help credit union members with practical advice and guidance around how to avoid these problems and how to early detect them and then solve for them if they do occur.
And how can members protect themselves?
In a similar fashion, the way we look at kind of members, it comes down to looking at your online reputation, at how you do business, both online and in the real world, how you're sharing sensitive information, and not just your name, your date of birth, and your social security number, but also little bits about you, your pet's name, the street you first lived on. All of that information is authentication information when you're doing online shopping, online banking. And the more and more you can think about that when you post something to a social media site or when you're sharing in other ways, the better off you're going to be. It doesn't mean you shouldn't share anything, but it just means you should be aware of the dangers of sharing too much. And so the way we look at it is you have a privacy component to it that you really need to be on top of, but knowingly fraud's going to happen. So you have to be able to early detect and react quickly and well to any circumstance that may arise.
And how can credit unions protect their financial institutions?
With credit unions, it's not just about the IT department protecting data security for the firm. It's not just about what software you purchased. It's about everybody in the organization caring about people's sensitive information, the members, the employees' sensitive information, and being aware, like they're similarly aware to protecting the money in the vault. It's all about being on top of it and then being able to early detect any problems that may occur so they can just go right back to the member, explain what happened, and resolve any situation that may have happened.
Well, thank you for joining me today.
Oh, it's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, credit unions are going to greatly benefit from your expertise and from the partnership with IDT 911 through Solievo.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Please tell me about ways your credit union is fighting back against identity theft by writing to us at the Lori Gall Show at midatlanticcorp.org. If your email is selected, you will win a $50 gift card, and your response will be shared with our viewers at the end of our next episode. As always, I want to extend a big thank you to everyone watching. I'm Lori Gall, Credit Unions, the Movement, the Story.